Good afternoon, everyone. It's been a minute since I last posted a video. I do apologize. I haven't given up yet. It's just I had some hectic work schedule and personal things I had to sort out, and I didn't have much of a chance to actually take videos. So I did not get too much time in the loft. However, that seems to have been a good thing. Finally, we have a result that's worth talking about. This past weekend from Kimberley, we actually managed to get a second place in the club and a 14th union. This was a very hard race. Earlier in the week, everyone predicted a fast race, 14 to 1500, and it ended up being a 1200. But what made this difficult was this was the first time they liberated the birds on the west side, and that made it difficult. So they had to get used to the new route, and there was definitely some that made some mistakes. The breaks between birds in the union is much longer. I think there's an hour between the first and the last bird on the union sheet, which tells you how difficult it actually was. I was quite surprised. I wasn't expecting too much. And I actually sat on my roof of my house waiting for the pigeons, and in the distance I just saw this little dot, and this pigeon came closer, and I finally realized that's one of mine. She made 2 turns, wasted about 20 seconds, and clocked at 13:08:59 seconds exactly, which was 2 minutes 50 of the winning pace in our club. Congratulations to Ignis Fire. And so I'm quite proud to have actually beaten some of the great champions. It might have been a flash in the pan and a fluke, but I'll take it. Any day of the week, I'll take it. So I'm quite happy about that second place. Only the one bird that came early. The others was, I made another place. I can't remember the placing, but it wasn't that high. But it doesn't matter. We made second place, scored well on the union, which gives me a little bit of hope. It means that I actually, at least one bird that I know of that has the ability to go toe to toe with the big boys. And this particular bird was actually bred by my very good friend Bongani Ngubeni from NFL Ngubeni Lofts. He bred me this bird, 377. I will have an interview with him also that you guys can meet him. We work together and we drive together to work every morning. So I'll introduce him also. He has fantastic genetics in his loft. He also flies with, he's got his own family of birds that he's built over some years. And he's also involved in the diep laagte. He's got some of the diep laagte lofts blood in his loft. He won, I think it's Central Provincial Lofts. He won one hotspot, and the next hotspot he came third. Second ace pigeon there. So he has some great results, and I'm thankful for the bird. But nevertheless, I'll tell you, we had to make some adjustments to the feed and the medicine and that. Because what we were doing didn't work. It just goes to show that sometimes what happens, we get an idea. You watch a YouTube video and you read a lot and something makes sense on paper. But when you practically apply it, it turns out that it doesn't work. And the old tested, tried methods actually work. So the first thing I did was I changed the feed. I took out the barley completely. So on Saturday, when they returned last week and same this week, they returned on a 50-50 mix of sunflower seeds, the gestreepte sonneblom, I don't know what, the one with the white stripe, and pellets only with recube in the water. That was for both Saturday and Sunday. And then Sunday I started treating long stem. I'm gonna just mention the names. They can sue me if they want because it worked at least. Long stem with doxycycline as well. I did not put milk and vinegar in the water because of the doxycycline, and I also added bromoxine. This was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, I did put Black Magic in the water and some Inner Plus. Then Thursday, I didn't put anything in the water, so I basketed them on clean water, nothing else. But the feed also, what I've changed is, first I've now not feeding once a day, twice a day now. So the first feed they're getting fine seed mix, which is your canary, your hemp, wild bird seed, all linseed. Oh my goodness, looks like there's a pigeon from yesterday, or someone's pigeon is circling around here. Oh yeah, the skivit, donor. They chase away the pigeons, bastards. Anyway, so I gave them that fine seed mix in the morning, a good helping of that. Then they will get their normal feed from Monday. They got 1/3 sunflower, 1/3 breeding mix, 1/3 pellets. And after they get pudding, I gave them as much they asked sunflower as they want to eat. And that I gave on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. On Thursday in the morning, I gave them a little bit of fine seed and also their normal mix before I went to work. That was the third, like I just explained. And I basketed them because I've noticed that some of the big boys is doing. So I copied that. I only basket them on de-husked sunflower as much as they wanted to eat. So that is what we did. And we managed to clock a second. Ooh, nearly dropped the thing. We managed to clock the second thing, and at least we got all the birds home. Some were very late, but we got them all home. So we filled them up. So it seems like now that the distance is coming a little bit, because for me, Kimberley is not far. It's 420. So, but we're getting up to the 450s, approaching the 500 in the middle distance now. So it looks like the birds, or some of the birds I've got, is maybe more suited for the middle or longer distance. So we'll see what happens going forward. And so it's interesting. So we'll see what happens, but maybe it's just me feeding a little bit more. And I only gave them one toss last week, which was interesting. I took them to work once of a 30-kilometer toss, and I gave them open loft for the rest of the week, and they did their thing for as long and as much as they wanted. Even on Thursday, I gave them open loft, and I poured them a bath with a little bit of bath salts, and then let them bath. And I must say, it looked like they looked quite much happier, and maybe they were a bit more motivated, or at least the one bird was, to get home. So yeah, when you clock 15 minutes before the guy that's first in points in the union, it's a nice feeling. I would have liked to get a win, but you know what? This result for me is as good as a win, I must be honest. So it just, at least there is a little bit of a result that we can write home about finally. So I'm quite pleased about that. So other than that, what's going on in the loft? That one. Of the 25 young birds I had, we only had 3 left that survived the ordeal, and they look fantastic. What's interesting to me is, and I never understand it, and maybe this is where the natural immunity of birds do come in play. These 3 never had any symptoms whatsoever. Not dead droppings, nothing. That thing thinks he's a monkey. No loose droppings, no vomit, nothing. And the others were sick. They were falling over and dying. And some of them, the others that I took out, I had to eliminate. They started twisting their heads, which tells me, I wonder if it wasn't paramyxovirus. Although I did vaccinate them, they might have come from the other loft with paramyxo already. And it maybe the vaccination was a little too late and it only delayed the thing. But so once I saw the heads turning, I just took the others out. And I will still keep these in quarantine for quite some time. But they handle fine. They seem to be healthy. So out of 25, there's 3 that actually managed to pull through. What I did notice, it's interesting how the vaccination works. If it is paramyxo, because this loft is right in between some of my stock birds, not ones that are breeding at the current moment, but I had 1 or 2 of these pigeons here for 1 or 2 days. They had loose droppings and they looked a little lethargic. So I thought, oh shit, maybe they've got paramyxo as well. But I did vaccinate them, luckily. And they were 2 or 3 days, they were back to normal, no turning, no heads. I mean, look at that bloke, he's healthy as can be, he's pronking and doing his thing. All of them looking fine. So what I suspect, they have an immunity against paramyxo once you vaccinate them, but they still get a few symptoms in the beginning. But this just shows you the importance of vaccinating with a good vaccine. I'm very sure. Have I not done that, I probably would have lost all my pigeons, because that's a terrible thing. So I don't think it was salmonella or adeno or anything. It can be salmonella, but I doubt it, because I had treated them with amoxicillin and I treated them with coliprim and I treated them with all sorts of antibiotics and it didn't clear it up. And so that should have cleared up if it was paratyphoid. So the only thing I can think of that it was actually the paramyxovirus, and the vaccination that I gave them was either ineffective or they probably had it already quite advanced when they came into the loft and the vaccination came too late and they couldn't build immunity enough to pull them through, although these 3 did make it, but they are being watched. Other than that, we started doing some few pairs together. I've got some on eggs already, so we're starting slowly, very selectively, put pairs together. But I am gonna rely heavily on getting birds from the outside, from other people. I'm gonna beg, borrow, please, and all those things from some champions. And I've already spoken to my friend Bongani, and he's willing to breed me a few. And I will go to some great guys and just ask them if they can't breed me 1 or 2 birds and get some strong blood in, and then take the best of what I've got and breed around, and we'll see what goes on. But yeah, the immediate future plans for the week, I will share with you just now. So here is the team. They're all back and they're looking healthy. Where's the guided one? Where are you? Oh, there she is. She's lying there on the perch, baie rustig, flying about a little bit earlier. Funny enough, I got a pigeon back, that red millipied there. I lost him early in the season, early on, before we even raced, when we tossed. He came back now with an electronic ring and marker rings and everything. So the guy who flew this thing, thanks for taking care of it, but you bastard, that is called theft. That's what that is called. But anyway, so the guys are quite happy in the loft. It doesn't seem, there's some fresh droppings. We cleaned the loft. You guys know me by now. Ek loop nie in die kak rond nie. I hate it. Although this week past I didn't clean much, but maybe that's also a problem. Maybe I should clean a little bit less. Maybe once a week's fine. But look at the droppings are There's one a bit off color and watery, but there's one. So it seems okay. There's some more, a little bit greenish, but they did get fine seed, but the texture is okay. I also think what made a good difference was by the advice given to me by Bruce Carey, one of my subscribers, and I've just found out from some of our fanciers in the club, he used to be quite the Fijian fancier back in the day. So Bruce, thank you to you. I think the advice he gave me about treating for coxie and all that actually also got them right. So I'm quite pleased. But yeah, here are the oaks. This guy is still tired. He came back this morning only. So yeah, okay. Guys, this is what's going on. Hopefully I will keep on posting a little bit more this week. Just want to go to my book quickly and see what the plan. So I like to keep records in one of these books, and I write it out in bold. So that's Wednesday. So we are gonna do we're gonna do 1 part pellets, 1 part sunflower today. We're putting some oil on the feed, and I'm giving them coliprim 1 milliliter per liter of food. I'm also putting Secure P, which is a canker, on the food. And then Monday, 2 part pellets, 1 part sunflower. And then also in the morning, they fine seeds. A multivitamin over the food. And then, of course, on coliprim, 1 milliliter per liter. What else is there? Yeah, that will continue Monday, Tuesday. On Wednesday, we will... Let me turn it again. Watch my ugly face. On Wednesday, they're getting fine seed mix. 1 part pellets, 2 parts breeding mix. I'm adding the molasses, or a little bit. No, not molasses, man. What do you call that? There's a product. It's got magic in it. And then force 13, and then also in the water, Vitathion, which is what the athletes use. It's a what you call it? Damn it! The things with the salt in it, man. Electrolyte packet and vitamins. 1 little sachet per 5 liters of water. And Thursday and then I'm giving them dehusked sunflower every evening. And from Wednesday they can have as much as they want. Thursday they're giving them fine seed mix. They're getting 1 part mealies, 1 part safflower, 1 part red sorghum, and dehusked sunflower in the evening before we basket as much as they want. And then I won't put anything in the water at all on basketing day. And then on Saturday, race day, they will come back on the sunflower and pellets, and they will come back on Recube, and then we will start the new week. So there you've got it. That's what we'll be doing this week. And we'll see how it goes. So yeah, we'll have a look. So guys, yeah, sorry for the long wait for the post, but we are on the map at least. There is a result, a 2nd place against good fanciers, and again a good shout out and a thanks to my good friend Bongani for my brilliant pigeon that he bred for me. I really do appreciate it, buddy. Until tomorrow or the day thereafter, I greet you, and stay safe en lekker vlieg manne.